Hello and welcome to Sharon Lindsay Yoga and Wellbeing. Today's class will focus on strengthening and stretching the hamstrings and the glutes. These muscles are key for stability, mobility and for lower body strength. Tightness or weakness in the hamstrings and the glutes can contribute to lower back discomfort and restricted movement. So this practice will help to build strength, improve flexibility and enhance balance. Let's get started. So we're going to begin lying on our back. So lying on your back and have your legs straight out and your arms beside you. And then just begin to focus on your breath. As you breathe in through your nose, feel your tummy rise, and as you breathe out through your nose, feel your tummy fall. You can place a hand on your belly button if you like, feeling your hand lift on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Just notice how it feels to be still. Allow the breath to slow down. Allow the mind to slow down. And allow the body to adjust to stillness. And then we're going to bring the right knee towards the chest and clasp your hands behind the thigh. You're going to hug that thigh close to your ribs and keep pressing the thigh down towards your body as you begin to try to straighten the leg. Now you're unlikely to be able to straighten the leg because you're hugging your thigh so close to your body, but you're pressing down on the thigh at the same time you're trying to press your hands away, so you're trying to straighten that leg out and you're creating resistance. You might start to tremble and then relax the leg. Take a breath, then hug that leg close to the body again, and then begin to try to straighten that leg, but resisting with your hands. Keep breathing. You're breathing into your tummy, and then relax. And just release that leg and lengthen the right leg along the mat. Just take a moment, notice the difference between the two legs. And then we'll bring the left thigh up to the body, towards the rib cage. Clasp your hands behind the thigh and hug that leg close to your body. Now, holding really tight with the hands, you're going to try to straighten the leg. The leg is going to want to pull away from the body, but the hands are pressing it down. You're resisting. You may tremble a little, that's okay. And then relax. Everything should feel comfortable. If it feels like it's too much, then just do it with a little less effort. Let's do that one more time. So hug the leg close to the body as you begin to try to straighten the leg, but your hands are holding your leg firmly against your rib cage, but you're not straining. You feel the stretch, but it's not too much. And then relax. Release the hands and lengthen that leg along the ground. Then we're going to bend the knees and place the feet on the mat. The feet are hip width apart. The heels are close to your glutes. If you reach down with your fingertips, You'll just about graze the back of the heels and no more. And then just relax the arms back down again. And then as you exhale, you're going to tilt your pelvis towards you. So peeling the tailbone away from the earth and flattening the low back onto the ground. And then keep lifting the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, off the ground, lifting the pelvis up. Press your knees forward as you tuck your chin to your chest and engage those glutes. Feel the power in the glutes as they hold your pelvis up towards the sky. Try to relax the shoulders and the face. And then on the next exhale, roll slowly down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. When you reach the earth, relax those glutes. Reconnect with the breath. And allow your knees to rock to one side and then the other, going back and forth like windscreen wipers in a car, just loosening everything off. And then bring the legs back to stillness. Take a moment to notice how you feel. And then when you're ready, very slowly and mindfully, make your way over onto one side. Press your top hand down on the mat and use that to guide you up onto your hands and knees. So coming on to your hands and knees, you want to have your knees directly beneath your hips. Your wrists directly beneath your shoulders and your fingers spread wide. And then from here, on an exhale, you're going to engage your right glute as you lift your knee out to the side. So your knee comes up as close to hip height as it can. Your shin is parallel to the earth. And then exhale, lower that knee down, but don't place it on the mat. Exhale, lift the knee back up as close to hip height as it will go, trying to keep your upper body flat so you're not leaning over to one side. Keep breathing. On your next exhale, come down, but don't touch down. Take a breath, and on your next exhale, lift that knee to hip height or as close to hip height as you can. And then exhale that knee back down to the earth and breathe and notice how you feel. Then we're going to take the weight into the right leg as we engage the left glute and lift that knee out to the side as close to hip height as you can. Your foot is at the same height as your knee. Your knee is as close to hip height as you can. So your shin is parallel to the earth. Exhale, slowly lower that knee, but hover. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, lift that knee. Take a breath in. Exhale to lower. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Inhale. And exhale to lower and breathe. From here, we're going to bring the right foot forward between the hands. So you want to check that your knee is roughly above your ankle, and you're going to be up on your fingertips, lifting your chest, and allow this back hip to sink forward, opening up in the front of that hip. And then we're going to bring the hips back, lift the toes, walk your hands towards you to allow you to come all the way back, and flex your toes up towards your shin and fold gently forward over that leg. So you want to feel like you're pulling your right sit bone back away from that heel as your body folds forward and you feel that length in the back of the leg. Then you're going to place your foot down, bend the knee, bring your fingertips forward. The chest is lifted as you open up in the front of that back leg. And then we'll walk the fingers back as you lift the toes, bringing the hip back as far as it will go, folding over that leg, the toes lifting up towards you as you breathe into the back of that leg. And then the foot comes down and the knee moves forward. Place your hands flat on either side of the foot and bring that front knee back to meet the left knee. Then we're going to bring the left foot forward between the hands. Allow that back hip to sink forward. The knee is roughly above the ankle as you allow the front of the hip and the front of the leg to open. You're up on your fingertips and your chest is lifted. And then we're going to bring the hips back, lift the toes on the front foot. Your hip lengthens back, pulling away from that heel as your body folds forward. And you feel a gentle stretch. And we're not looking for the most that we can push ourselves, the hardest we can push ourselves. We're looking for our comfortable edge, our comfortable maximum, where it feels gently challenging, but not in any way overwhelming. Where we can be soft and relaxed in every other part of the body. If we're having to clench our shoulders and clench our teeth, then we're going too far. And then bring that knee forward and place the foot down. Walk the fingertips forward, lift the chest and breathe. Feeling into the front of that back leg and back hip now. And then walking back, lifting the toes, lengthening the sit bone back, flexing the toes towards you, and breathe. Check that your body is relaxed. Focus on the sensations in the back of that leg and focus on the breath. And then bring the body forward. Place your foot down, the knee is above the ankle. Then we're going to place the hands flat on the mat, bring that front knee back to meet the right knee. Adjust, make sure your knees are hip width apart and directly beneath your hips. Start with your wrists beneath your shoulders, but then take one step forward with your hands. Really spread your fingers wide, press down into your thumb and index finger as you curl your toes, lift your knees, and then send your hips to the sky, pressing into your hands to bring your chest closer to your thighs, and breathe. And then we're going to pedal the feet up and down. So press one heel down as you bend the other knee, and then swap legs, pressing the other heel down as you bend the opposite knee. And you're just stretching into the back of each leg one at a time. Just go at your own pace, finding a nice stretch in each leg. Then bring the legs back to stillness and begin to walk the feet forward towards the hands. The feet are hip width apart, so you have a few inches gap between the feet. Your tummy melts over your thighs and your head hangs towards the earth. And just gently straighten the legs a tiny bit so you feel a nice stretch, but they're still probably a little bit bent. And breathe. Allow the blood to flow to the crown of the head. Allow the tension in the neck and shoulders to flow down the arms and out the ends of the fingertips. And then bend your knees deeply, Bringing your sit bones down as if they were coming down onto a chair. Lift your chest and bring your hands to your heart for chair pose. And breathe. Keep breathing. And then exhale, straighten the legs to come up. Take a moment here. Allow the sensations in the legs to settle. And then exhale the hands down by your sides. Okay, from here, you're going to keep the right foot where it is and then step the left foot back so the left foot stays in its own line, so hip width apart from the right foot, but it steps back. And just angle your foot at a comfortable angle where you can stand with both legs straight. Your hips face the front, your chest faces the front. Place your hands on your hips and then you're just going to send your tailbone back and your chest forward. So like you're sticking your tailbone back, you're sticking your chest forward. You have a nice straight spine and you come forward and you feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Keep the back leg straight and the front leg is being gently stretched at the back. And breathe. If you like, you can walk your hands down the leg towards the earth. Maybe you can touch the ground, or maybe you're holding onto your calf or your thigh. Whatever is comfortable for you. Folding over that leg. Relax the neck and breathe. But if that is too much, just stay with your hands on your hips in that halfway down pyramid and breathe. When you're ready, bend that front knee and bring the body back up. Straighten the front knee and then step the feet together. Keeping some distance, a couple of inches between the feet, keeping the feet hip width apart. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice the sensations in the back of that right leg. And then when you're ready, we're going to step the right leg back. Placing the foot at an angle, both legs are straight. The hips and chest face the front. Hands come onto the hips. And then as you exhale, send the tailbone back and the chest forward. If you need to bend your legs at any time, that's okay. But we're aiming towards straight legs. So you come close to parallel to the earth. This may be enough for you, or you may want to bring your hands down onto your leg or onto the earth and breathe. You can allow your head to come down towards your knee. You're still breathing in and out through your nose. And with every inhale, your tummy is expanding. With every exhale, your tummy is contracting. And to come out of this, just bend the knee. Lift the body back up. Straighten that knee and then step to the front of the mat. Okay, from here now we're going to step our feet to mat width. You want your toes touching the edges of the mat and your heels coming in at about a 45-degree angle. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, bring your hands together at your heart. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend your knees and sink your hips down, aiming to get your sit bones down between your ankles, but stopping higher up if you need to, even leaning forward, placing your hands on the mat if you need, because this also has quite a balancing element to it. and it's good for strengthening your ankles as well. So if you place your elbows on the inside of your knees and press your hands together, you can widen the knees a little if you're looking for a bit more of a stretch in the inner thighs, but only if that feels good for you. And we all want to keep our chest as lifted as possible and keep our breath full and complete. Keep breathing. And then look down towards the mat just to ease everything off. You can remove your elbows if they're pressing into your knees. Place your hands behind you, and sit back, lengthening those legs out in front of you. So with the legs straight out in front, flex the toes towards you to keep the muscles active and the knees as straight as possible. Sit up tall, reach the fingertips for the sky, and as you exhale, reach up just an inch more and then reach forward. See if you can catch your feet, and if not, catch your ankles or shins and hold on wherever you can reach. And if it feels good for you, gently pull against those legs to bring your head forward towards your toes, towards your feet. You can bend your knees if this is uncomfortable, but only bend them so much that you can still feel a gentle stretch in the back of the legs. Return to the breath. We should be able to breathe comfortably through each posture. If we can't, we've gone too deep and we're not getting any of the benefits. And then when you're ready, very slowly slide your hands up your legs as we bring the body back up. Okay. Then from here, we're going to come onto our hands and knees, and we're going to bring our right knee to our wrist and bring the foot in front of that left leg. So your right knee is close to your right wrist and your foot is in front of the left leg. The left leg is now the back leg, and you're going to just use your toes to help walk your leg back, a bit like a caterpillar crawling along behind you. Lengthen that leg out, come up on your fingertips and lift up tall. And then if it feels good for you, we're going to come forward onto our elbows, and you should feel this in your right outer hip and glute. If you need a little more, you can come down even further. If you need less, come back up. Just taking a few breaths here. And then begin to press into the hands, slowly bringing the body back up. Curl the back toes under and lift that knee and push with the toes to bring the knee forward. Then press into the hands and bring the front knee back. So we're back on our hands and knees. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So bring your left knee to your left wrist and bring your foot forward a little so that it's in front of your thigh. If you're very flexible in the hips, you can aim to have your shin parallel to the front of the mat. That will increase the stretch. If you need to reduce the intensity, bring your heel closer to your groin and then lengthen that right leg back. Start off up on your fingertips, lifting that chest. And then if it feels good, Fold forward onto your elbows initially. See how it feels. If you need more, you can fold even further down. And breathe. If you still need more, you can move your foot forward a little. If you need less, move your foot back towards your groin. And breathe. And when you're ready, begin to press the earth away with your hands, coming upright. Curl those back toes, press into the toes to push that knee forward, press into the hands to lift the front knee and bring it back so that it's alongside the left knee. Bring your big toes together, widen your knees and sit back on your heels as you fold forward, resting your forehead on the mat, reaching your arms out in front, lengthening your spine and stretching out that area around the glutes. As you breathe in, feel your tummy expand. As you breathe out, feel the tummy contract. And then when you're ready, begin to walk the hands towards you. Come to sitting comfortably. Feel your sit bones on the earth and your spine lengthen. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you can join me again soon. And if you would like to follow me to find my videos more easily, just like this video and subscribe to my channel. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon.